Many of you may be confused about the horse sacrifice or Ashwamedha Yagya meditation. Let me guide you step by step and teach you practical cosmic meditation. This meditation will exercise your brain and mind, enhancing your imagination and concentration powers. In each step, you must imagine the object as prescribed and keep that object in your imagination for 10 seconds. You can increase the time based on your power of concentration. It's essential to note that when I ask you to meditate on an object, focus solely on that object and avoid trying to meditate on other surrounding objects. Transition between objects should be graceful, akin to one movie scene merging with another. Remember, your mind is like a horse. It may try to wander, but you are the jockey tasked with guiding it to its stable, which is Brahman for your mind. To understand the meaning of Ashwamedha Yagya, watch my previous video. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Press the bell icon for notifications. You can also follow us on other social media platforms listed on the screen. At the end, comment on how long you practice this meditation. Without further ado, let's begin the meditation. Preparation. Choose a peaceful, airy place for this meditation. Avoid bright lights. You can dim the room if necessary. Strong incense should be avoided as it can disrupt your meditation and cause breathing problems. Ensure the room is well ventilated. To maintain silence, turn off any noisy fans or air coolers and electronic gadgets. If possible, sit in Padmasana yoga posture. Otherwise, sit or lay down comfortably with a straight back and normal breathing. Close your eyes and let's start with the recitation of Om. Ushava ashvasya medhasya shiraha. Imagine a white horse standing in an Ashwamedha Yagya. Meditate on that sacrificial horse. Concentrate on the head of the horse. Imagine the head as the sunrise. Let the imagination of the head merge with the sunrise slowly. Maintain this visualization for 10 seconds before returning to the head. Surya Chakshuh. Meditate on one of the horse's eyes. Imagine the sun shining on that eye. Meditate on the sun before returning to the eye. Vatah pranaha. Concentrate near the horse's nose. Meditate on its breathing. Imagine the air from its breathing and meditate on it before returning to the breathing. Vatamagni Vaishvanaraha. Focus on the horse's open mouth and meditate on that. Imagine fire coming out from the mouth and gradually shift your focus to the fire alone. Return to the open mouth afterward. Samvatsara atma svasya medasya. Meditate on the trunk of the horse. Imagine a year on that trunk, from the beginning of the year to its end. Meditate on the year before returning to the trunk. Dhau prushtam. Then focus on the back of the horse. Imagine the cosmos on its back and meditate before returning to the back. Antarikshamudaram. Now meditate on the horse's belly. Imagine the sky on its belly and meditate on the sky before returning to the belly. Prithivipajasyam. Try to visualize the horse's hoof and meditate on it. Replace the hoof with the earth and meditate on the earth before returning to the hoof. Dishaparshe. Meditate on the flanks of the horse. Visualize a compass with four directions: east, west, north, and south. Meditate on them before returning to the flanks. Avantara Disha Parsava. Next, focus on seeing the ribs of the horse and meditate on them. Replace the ribs with intermediate directions on the compass, such as northeast, northwest, southeast, southwest, etc. Return to the ribs afterward. Ritovorgani. Meditate on the limbs of the horse. Replace them with the seasons. Feel the heat of summer, the rain, the chill of winter, and the colorful flowers of spring. Meditate on them before returning to the limbs. Masashvardhamasasya parvani. Afterward, meditate on the joints of the horse. Replace them with a calendar and meditate on the months and fortnights. Return to the joints afterward. Ahoratrani pratishtaha. Next, focus on the feet of the horse and meditate on them. Try to visualize a day and then a night and meditate on them before returning to the feet. Nakshatranyasthini. Meditate on the bones of the horse. Replace them slowly with the stars and meditate on the stars. Return to the bones afterward. Navomāṅsāni. Now meditate on the flesh of the horse. Slowly imagine the clouds moving and meditate on them before bringing back the imagination of the flesh. Uvadhyang sikataha. Focus on the half-digested food in the stomach of the horse and meditate on it. Replace it with sand and meditate on the sand before returning to the stomach. Sindhavo Gudaha. Then meditate on the arteries and veins of the horse. Replace them with rivers and meditate on the rivers before returning to the arteries and veins. Akrichaklo manasva parvataha. Meditate on the liver and spleen of the horse. Replace them with mountains and meditate on the mountains before returning to the liver and spleen. Oshadasya vanaspatasya lomani. Focus on the hairs of the horse and meditate on them. Replace the hairs with herbs and trees and meditate on them before returning to the hairs. Udyan Purvardah. Now imagine the forepart of the horse and meditate on it. Replace the forepart with the rising sun and meditate on the rising sun before returning to the forepart. Nimloch Jagannatha. Then Imagine the hind part of the horse and meditate on it. Replace that with the setting sun and meditate on the setting sun before returning to the hind part. Yadvijumbhate tadvidyotate. Now imagine the horse yearning and meditate on that. Replace it with lightning and meditate on lightning before returning to yearning. Yadvidhunute tatsatanayati. Then imagine the horse shaking and meditate on that. Replace it with thunder and meditate on thunder before returning to shaking. Yanmehati tad varshati. Next, imagine the horse urinating. Now imagine the rain and meditate on it before returning to the previous thought. Vakevasya vak. Imagine the horse neighing and meditate on that. Replace the name with speech and meditate on speech before returning to name. अहर्वा अश्वं पुरस्तान् महिमान् वजयतस्य पूर्वे समुद्रे योनिः. Now imagine a golden cup arising in front of the horse and meditate on the golden cup. Imagine the sun rising behind the eastern sea, signaling the start of the day. Meditate on this event. रात्रिरेनं पश्चान् महिमान् वजयते तस्या परे समुद्रे योनिः येतो वा अश्वं महिमानावभीतः सम्बभूवतुः. Now imagine a silver cup arising behind the horse. Imagine the moon visible in place of the silver cup above the western sea, indicating the night. Meditate on this. Hayobhutva devanavahat. Imagine a steed carrying the gods and meditate on it. Vaji Gandharvan. Imagine a stallion carrying the celestial minstrels and meditate on it. Arvasuran, imagine a courser carrying the demons and meditate on it. Ashvo Manushyan, imagine a horse carrying men and women and meditate on it. समुद्रे एवास्य बन्धुः समुद्रो योनिः. Now imagine the stable from which the horse came and meditate on that stable. Replace the stable with a sea and meditate on the sea. Now stop imagining the sea and keep your eyes closed. Cease all imagination. It's time to go beyond imagination. After my recitation of the Om mantra, stop hearing me or any sound. Enter a state beyond imagination, objects, symbols, sounds, and senses. The state of Brahman. Let's begin meditation on Brahman now. Om